welcome to another video for Auto Solutions Checkpoint. And what a month it had been. We're on to a new month, so new month, new things happening, a different perspective. Last month has been absolutely crazy, but it's been good from the sales side of things. I managed to get rid of that absolute abortion of a Ford Ranger. I didn't pursue with the project video with it because it was simply needing too much. When I got a chance to properly look at it under the ramp and I took all the rust corrosion of it, I found a hole in the chassis. There was a few other bits that needed welded. I done a temporary repair on the sump, the diff, got rid of the leaks. Also discovered that the oil cooler was needing done on it as well, because it was causing oil to go into the radiator and expansion tank. Pressure tested it, it was fine, the head gasket wasn't away, so it all pointed to the oil cooler. So basically I just put it up, sold it as is. I made a wee bit of a profit on it, wouldn't say it would be amazing, but somebody came out. I actually thought they were Ukrainian, on the phone sounded like they were, well, basically they mentioned they were going to export it or whatever, so the guy actually sounded Ukrainian, but when he came out he was actually Romanian. Tried the usual last price, friend, best friend, oh buddy, best friend, oh, last price, you give me luck penny. I said to him, look buddy, I mean, I've already given you a luck penny, I've given you X amount off, and that's that, you know. If you don't want it, there's plenty of other people out there that would buy it, you know, end of. Because export on the pickups are pretty high now, because people from Ukraine are buying them to put them out to war. So that was that one away. One of our fleet vehicles, the Berlingo, we got all the stickers took off it, given a good buff with a used Ferrari G3, kind of matched up it had stickers on it, the paintwork was dead, so basically it matched it all up, and the body on it was quite shiny. I'd done a wee repair on the seat where it was worn down, which I've actually put a short video up on that, which is actually quite helpful. I used a pair of clippers, and it turned out really good, which I was so surprised. So once I got all the work done on it, I put it up on Facebook, and like honestly I put it up on Marketplace and literally was bombarded, I mean absolutely pestered with these agents. Last price, what you take? I mean, it's up for $6 grand, they're offering $2 grand. Oh, it's not worth that. It's like, right, go and find another 17 plate with such a pedigree, go find one for any less than like $7.5 grand. You fill your boots, off you go. So once I'd switched off and just ignored them, when I got up first thing in the morning, one of my neighbours had messaged, oh, I didn't know you were selling that. So they are wanting it 100%. They had the key yesterday for the full day and they're keen on it. Basically all they're buying it for is for their grandson to cart his bike about. And believe it or believe it not, see the bike, it's worth more than the van. Like, who in their right mind would spend that amount of money on a bike? But if your passion is in something, you'll invest in that passion and you'll spend whatever you think is necessary for that passion. So I take my hat off to the guy, you know, absolute legend of a guy. Does this, I think it's like downhill biking, mountain biking, I'm not sure. Quite interesting anyway, but it's provisionally sold. So they've told me, yeah, they're definitely taking it. So there's that one, basically in the bag. And I trust them, they're very honest people. So AdWords now took down, so it'll just give me something else to focus on. So see the Exo's ready to rock and roll. It's finished as far as I would like to go with it. There's only one thing that's annoying me about it, is the driver's side window. The regulator's away on it. Now, if in the space of time between now and I sell it, I can get a window regulator that actually works, because it's quite a common problem with them, that the cables go on them. But I had a look on YouTube watching somebody else's video of how it's done, and it looks an absolute ball ache to do. But for life experience, if I do manage to get one, well, I wouldn't mind actually having a go at it and sorting it. But it's got an MOT on Saturday, and obviously I said about the playing the steering, it would pass it as an advisory. The back brakes could be cleaned up. I decided just to replace the back brakes, like disc pads, and do the inner tie rod end on the steering rack, and basically it drives faultless now. It's quite responsive and there's no wobble. It actually drives like you're driving like a car that's a few years old. It's actually quite impressive. So that one will be basically ready to sell next week. Also done a buff on it as well. So these factors has turned it into quite a good decent car. As you know, I've put quite a lot of time into it, so that should make a good return. I've also started putting my transits up, because I'm sitting with like maybe 6 or 7 transits. I've got transit crew cabs, a crew cab pickup, chassis cab, and a 2 single cab chassis cabs. What else? I've got 2 Luton vans. I've got a big minibus, long wheelbase minibus, a Mark 7 Golf, 2 Mercedes S classes, an E55 AMG, a Shogun. Basically planning to just sell it all in the following months. Also the P100 and the Cavalier I'm seriously contemplating getting rid of, and the John Deere. So hopefully by Christmas I've got rid of quite a lot. I've also been speaking to one of my friends that has a unit that's planning on vacating and going to another place. He's got one and it's really reasonable rent. So if he came and said, look, when I'm moving, I'll take that on straight away, and I've already said to him, you know, even if he wants to speak to the landlord, if he can put a container there temporarily that he can put his stuff in, and then it means I can start moving my stuff to that garage. You know, it's proactive and preemptive as well. So, but then I was looking at another one through the week, a brand new build. It's 10 metres by 12 metres, so it's 120 square metres. Brand new building, but at the cost of the rent of the place, you know, I don't know, I would need to be advertising more, and because at the moment I've just got guys out doing recoveries and transportation jobs and that, so I would need to be doing more at the garage as opposed to being out on the road most of the time. You know, it would be sacrifices, but at the same time it'd be an absolute cracking unit. But at the end of the day, I want to be comfortable and not kind of worrying about the rent every month. So looking at it from that angle, I think I would go with the one that my mate had said about. Also, I don't know, I'm kind of waging wars with myself because I really love that L200, right? But I'm thinking I'm needing to get rid of one of the pickups. So I don't know, should I get rid of that and get myself a nice wee van? One of my other friends has a Caddy Maxi 2014, really good condition as well, which is surprising. But the only downside to it, it's got like 180,000 miles on the clock. Most of the Volkswagen owners would be like, well, that's nothing. It is nothing, but the worrying thing is it's a 1.6 TDI, which I don't really rate as an engine. I don't think they've done a decent engine from the 1.9 TDI, especially the PD as well. But aye, it's just really pillow talk now, but I would really like to clear my feet and just start minimising the stuff that I've got. The local council here, you need to book in with now, you can't just show up, which is a bit of a pain. It's causing quite a lot of people to fly tip, which I think is ridiculous. I think the local councils should give their heads a shake. I think it's absolutely diabolical that we spend all this money in taxes to keep these crooks afloat and they make cutbacks. Where's the logic? But yeah, I'm just on the road down. I'm just going out past Newcastle upon Tyne now. The job should last the full day, so I'm hoping that this moggy weather will kind of clear up a bit, and you know, hopefully it'll be a good day. I wore the shorts especially, hoping that the sunshine comes out. But aye, it's just there's not enough hours in the day to get round all my projects, and I've a habit of just buying something. If I think it's a good deal, I go and buy it straight away, and it suffers because it sits in the corner because I don't have enough time to get stuck into it. Maybe it needs a good bit of work. Always end up buying something that needs less work, fix it up, sell it, and then something else comes along. So basically it's put in the back burner all the time. But I would say getting rid of the lootings as well. One's a non-runner, but I think it might be a simple fix. If I can get it running, you know, there could be maybe okay money in it. It's a 2007. The one that's running is a 2010. But I'm in two minds. It would just be good if somebody missed their money pockets, wanted to come along and just buy everything and make a good offer on it. That would be great. But up until now, nah, everything needs to get sold for what I think it's worth and stick to my guns. Because at the end of the day, I've got lots of space to keep everything. I'm in no rush to sell stuff, and I'm a firm believer, if you advertise something today and it's still here next week, all that means is that person that was wanting that in particular thing hasn't been online to look yet. So they could look at maybe 3 weeks and see, flip, that's a good deal, I'll give him a shout. So good advice for whenever you're selling stuff. If you're selling something at a reasonable price already, stick to your guns. Don't drop your price too soon, unless you're not in the position to do that. If you don't have the space to keep something, fill your boots, sell it for less, give the person a bargain. But personally, I would hold off and let them, I would let the buyer find you and appreciate what you've got for sale. But anyway, that's enough for me. But you guys have a lovely Thursday. Hopefully the weather changes and we get a bit of sunshine. But I know that the weather's supposed to pick up again. But you guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. But it's been lovely chatting with you. You guys take care. 10-10 over and out.